What's up, guys, and welcome back to another Let's Build on Spectical Island. As you can see, I've done quite a bit of work. Built a little stand there. I've put some more veilings around and prettied up the place a bit, make it a little more cozy. And here we've done some decorating. I've actually gotten around to decorating a couple of these places. I put some stuff in just to make this place feel a little more at home. That roof's missing again. I don't know why it keeps disappearing. Yep, I even put it in the bathroom. Woo. Over here, I haven't done any decorating in here because I don't know, I've just been lazy about it. We also have our little power plant that we built last time. Not much has changed since the video, but I have changed stuff since this video. But yeah, you can see all the stuff we did last time. Everything's still where it's at. And we're gonna go over to take a look at my house now. Or at least the front entrance. So yeah, I have a front entrance to my house. Because if I'm gonna take the time to build a house, it's gonna be huge. And I'm gonna need a welcome center for that. So yeah, just some institute walls from the homemaker. Just didn't do that. Some castle parts from DDprod, and hey, I'm even gonna have a little dungeon, but don't tell anybody. Up there's an assault sign, and there's the lighthouse, and now we can get over to where we're building today. But first there's a balcony that I built a little porch for that house from a couple of episodes back. So yeah, let's get to work. So for this build, I decided to make this little part a pub. Since this was one of the first platforms I built here in this area, and I decided, well, why not? First, I needed to try and get rid of the castle part so that it's easier to navigate my menu. So I'm just gonna start off by placing some walls. For some reason things were spinning slowly this time when I was recording, but I've fixed that now, so all the next couple of episodes would probably be better. I also built that little guard station there just because I had built that platform at the same time I built this one, and I didn't want to remove it since it was difficult to place some of these platforms so that it looked good. Like, they just didn't want to snap where I wanted them. They didn't want them sink in when I wanted them to sink in, so yeah. Right here I'm gonna, instead of putting a wall, I decided to put a little railing there so that you can have that little opening, and I put the door frame here. At first I went with this inside door frame, but I'm later gonna change it. But before that, I need to put the second floor on where all the people that come to stay the night are gonna stay. Yeah. Cause I don't know, why not have an inn in there too? An in there, double n squared, whatever, in sync. Nobody remembers in sync. So yeah, I took that out, and I decided I wanted to do something different with the stairs. I wanted to do some custom stairs. So I took the little 2 steps and tried to attach a 1x1 and floor to it. It didn't work, so I filled it with the 2 steps on. Tried it again, didn't work, and I finally got it to go in, so I decided to push those 2 steps up and add the next 2 steps to the bottom, but that didn't go right the first time, so I decided to move that up more, and it snapped in. You might be wondering why I'm not really adding any support to it, but you'll see how I fix that later. So here I wanted to do the 2-step into a small stairs, but it wasn't snapping to the bottom of the stairs, so I decided to just switch the order. So put the 2-step first and then put the small stairs. And the transition is nice and smooth. So from here I'm gonna go down and, you know, fall. And this got me thinking I should probably do some railings on the side of this building. Well, I guess I wanted to add a ramp first, but yeah. I wanted to try and use those ramps somehow. That's how I got the idea to switch to the normal door, and I still didn't use the ramps. Oh well. Maybe in one of the other buildings. Even though there's only like 2 or 3 more buildings I'm gonna build here before I finish my house and start moving settlers in. So I decided to add a little porch to the side of the building so that I can put like a grill or something there. Yeah, I think I do end up putting a grill there. It took some fiddling to get everything to snap, but I eventually got it how I wanted it. I wanted it to extend fairly far, but not too far. I decided to put some stairs on the side of these foundations just to make it easier on myself. And I saw that 2-step is floating, so I decided to go with the small stairs. And for the life of me, I have no idea why nothing's snapping there. I might have to go check the build order and just delete something and place it. I saw there were a couple of other places where things weren't snapping. It might be because I didn't have simple intersections installed at the time, because I had problems with my mods, and I needed to install the loot mod, and that really helped out. Like, it really fixed up a lot of issues I had with mods conflicting or not working right. So if you're having problems with having a bunch of mods conflicting, just go grab the loot and that'll fix it. Right here I'm trying to fiddle with this railing and nothing seems to be fitting there. Nothing. Not even my soul. Nah, I'm just kidding. So I just was trying to figure out how to make that look good. I decided to just get like a sack wall, press it up against there and fiddle with it until it looked kind of natural, like it's attached to the wall. Once I got that straight enough, I decided to go into the decorations and maybe I tried to put a statue there. The only one that would really fit is the baseball statue, and that wasn't gonna work, so I remembered these acoustic panels that were in the decorations, so I decided to try and use those, and it actually turned out really good. It looks kind of solid, and once you place a bunch of boxes in front of it, no one will know the difference. No one. Not even you. So I just decided to place a bunch of boxes, and at this point I realized that this isn't so much of a build as it is a build and decorate. So this video has a lot more decoration than I usually do, but I guess it's good to see how to actually decorate the interior of some of these buildings, because even if you build the nicest looking building out there, if the inside is crap, nobody's gonna care. So at this point I was just slapping on the second floor. I remembered that I had that corner piece for the outer wall and decided I would do that kind of thing, just put the balconies out there, and it all fit nicely. It looked good. Decided to do different solid balconies on the back just to extend the film out a bit. And once it's all enclosed, it looks really nice and roomy. I like having angles on the walls. I did have a mod for that, but it was conflicting with a bunch of my other mods. I skipped a bit here because it was getting kind of there was some problems with my recording, so I had to just skip through that part. I jumped ahead. Right here I'm just doing some decorating outside, because you can't just decorate the inside of a settlement, you have to decorate the outside. Sometimes, you know, the perspective might, hey, screw you, but in the end everything looks nice. I've seen where some builders just build for the long term, where they'll build something and it doesn't look nice immediately, but in the end it does turn out nice. I kind of like to do something a little different. I want it to look nice while I'm building, and I want it to look super nice when I'm done. So if you didn't know, that's the bug glitch. Basically, if you place two small bugs and a bit larger bug, you don't even have to use the larger bug. You grab the small bug and it'll lift everything on top of the small bug. So when you do that, it uses the small bug's hitbox to determine clipping. So you can basically place things where you shouldn't be placing them with it. As you can see, it doesn't always work. So basically what you're trying to do with it, you're trying to get the item to sit on the bugs. So once you get it on the bug, you can move it freely. So I finally get that, and so I just brought this little stall, brought it inside, and sort of finagled it into its place. And yeah, I just sort of adjusted a bit. It kind of lined it up straight, and then you can store the bugs and it'll sink into the floor a bit. And then I realized that looked like crap, so I decided to just make my own bar. So I just went back in here and grabbed some counters, and I just sort of pushed everything into place, make sure everything wasn't clipping where it shouldn't be clipping. I tried out a few counter options, but none of them seemed to work until I found these vanilla counters. Yeah, the vanilla counters work best for this build, at least. And I threw that bobblehead shelf on the back. I'm probably gonna fill it with bobbleheads. And yeah, I sort of had to finagle this restaurant bug into place because its hitbox is weird, so you can't really just like place it down like a normal small bug. So I had to fiddle with it a bit before it worked. Then I went to add lights. I first grabbed the biggest light I could, and then I realized that's too bright. I need something smaller. So I grabbed the smallest, most interesting looking light I could find. And I thought about getting something different, but in the end I decided to go with it. I mean, why not? At this point I decided to just finish working on the interior. So I added some of these benches that have the little table on them, just like the restaurants. So to get these into alignment, I basically just push them to where I want them to be, and then I push them a little further, and once it turns red, I just do light little taps on my keyboard to just sort of perfect the positioning until everything gets where I want it. I wanted to put more, but the way I built the room didn't really allow me to. So I wanted to put like a bench and add like a little coffee table in front of that. But none of the benches seemed to work. And then I saw that you have the little restaurant benches as a separate little chair. So I did the same thing with that and put a coffee table in between the two. And it turned out real nice. I liked how it looked. If you're not already tired of my voice, I actually have a Let's Play series that's gonna be launching soon. As soon as Monday of the week this video comes out, it's going to be a parallel broadcast with channel that me and my friends from school called Escape Reality Films. I'll leave a link in the description, and I'll tell you, I had a lot of fun recording it with one of my friends, and we came up with a really fun idea for a Let's Play. So instead of having one person sit on the couch and play and have another person just sit next to them and watch the game be played, we decided to utilize the Pip-Boy app, since I found that the Pip-Boy app isn't really all that useful in Chipmunks. Isn't really all that useful when when you're trying to use it while you're playing the game. But I got the great idea to give the Pip-Boy app to the person sitting next to me and have him control the Pip-Boy functions. So basically what he did was he controlled what weapons I was using, what armor I was wearing, and we had a ton of fun with that. So you can go over to that channel to see it first, or you can just wait here on this channel to watch it, because I'll probably post it after they post it, just because. And I decided that this part was going to belong to a guy named Ed, since I had these letters in here, and those were the two letters that popped out at me. So yeah, just doing some last minute touches on the decorations. Now we're moving on to the upstairs part. I was going to put some larger beds, but then I decided it's like a little bunkhouse for people that are traveling. You get off the boat, and you probably don't want to get back on the boat immediately after you finish your business. You want to stay over the night, so you rent out one of these beds and you have a bed for the night. Easy peasy. Sometimes it's just weird. Fallout 4 is a really fun game, but I've had some really weird experiences playing the game. Like, for the past week, my game has been buggy. Every time I try and attack something, my game crashes, but all in all, I still really enjoy building, and I still really enjoy making these videos, actually, because it's a really good outlet. So right here I'm just building a little seating area. I could not for the life of me remember where the TVs are. I'm gonna have to figure that out later, because I just remember searching through everywhere where I thought a TV would be and not finding it. I know that I still have them because I put them in that other house, but I don't know. Maybe they just disappeared. Maybe they didn't want to be used anymore. So yeah, it took me forever just looking for it, but in the end I decided it's not really worth it. So I added the stereo and found that jukebox I had been looking for earlier, and dropped that downstairs. And I do some more decorating off screen, but right now that's the end of the video. So like, comment, subscribe, do whatever. Have a good day. Devon456 signing out.